Guys, sorry, this is my fourth time trying to film this video. I started trying to film it yesterday and it just did not happen. There were camera mistakes, sound mistakes, and then we had to go and do stuff. So now I'm here. I'm skipping the intro of the video now because I cannot go through the whole video another time. And I'm going to also speed it up a little bit. That's a little bit so that it doesn't get copyright striked. I don't know if he does that. Two, again, I've been filming for a while. Trying to get this filmed for a while. Also, I feel like some videos should be sped up.
The movie begins in a
because people just kind of talk very slow.
This feels a lot like Leprechaun 3, only instead of a severely injured man, it's a pilot who looks completely fine.
I love the first Leprechaun movie. It's so bad, but I can't help but love it. I don't know if anybody else feels that way about that movie, but I do.
Except the blood he's covered in. But don't worry,
I've seen the sequel. I haven't seen anyone after
it's
that.
It's not a toy, so just don't ever call it that.
Captain Petey Shelburne wants a severance with the thing. He says it's cursed. Whenever it bangs its drum, things get messy. See his shirt. So it ain't good when the monkey starts a beat off. A ratty Rube Goldberg unfolds, sending a harpoon flying into the pawn shop owner. Oh!
In the intro of the video, he talks about how they had to change the design of the monkey from the one that claps with cylinders to the drum. I actually like it because it does have the beat, which he talks about, and it's great. I will probably agree with James A. Janice a lot. If you don't know, I love him, and I love his wife, Chelsea Rebecca. I watched their other channel that they used to have together called Drunk Disney. I've done a reaction video to it, and we'll probably do more. I'm not sure. Like I always say, I never know what's gonna happen or what I can do. But I always try. So let's get back in.
Shit! Do we take it out or leave it in?
Oh my god, that
I
always
think I'm
gets
gonna say
me.
we should have left it in. Petey eyes a nearby flamethrower and uses it to melt this monkey like the Ark of the Covenant.
Who's smiling now, you infernal son of a whore?
I am, because I didn't expect to see Adam Scott in this movie. He's best known, of course, as that French dude in Hellraiser Bloodline who
I know him from Parks and
This
Rec,
movie
I'm
also
pretty
jumps
sure.
time to 1999. Petey's abandoned his family, his wife Lois and their twin sons Hal and Bill. Bill's the big twin by 3 minutes, which he holds over his little bro's head. But little bro Hal holds a bowling ball over Bill's.
I hate you, Bill Shelbourne.
Oh my god, that face folded! But don't worry, it was just
Well,
a fantasy.
someone
Since
I
Captain
have
Petey
a
was
lot
a
of
pilot,
siblings.
he'd
I
get cheap
can't
travel
imagine ever
tickets as
hating them
gifts
as
for the
much
boys.
to
It's all they have
kill
left of
them.
it now. And while
That's
poking
just
around one
crazy.
day, they find a package they never saw before. It says like life on the lid.
You mean life like dumb shit?
Fuck off, dude, I can read. Inside is, of course, that funky monkey. Bill turns the brass monkey key, but the primate seems to break down before it finishes.
The monkey always surviving kind of reminds me of R.L. Stine's The Dummy, Slappy. I was obsessed with Slappy as a kid. I thought they were the best Goosebumps books. I'm a big Goosebumps fan. As much as James A. Janice and Dead Meat as a whole was my introduction to horror movies, horror as a concept was probably Goosebumps. I was a really big Goosebumps fan. I later became a pretty big Fear Street fan, but that was after the movie, so I guess Dead Meat came before that. I just genuinely, as time has gone on, become more of a fan of the horror genre as a whole. And I owe a lot of that to James A. Janice and his wife, Chelsea.
Lois has a blind date, so the boys go to dinner with their babysitter Annie. Annie Wilkes, actually, named after the, lovely lady from the other Stephen King story. The monkey tags along, too, always threatening to bang a gong. And in no time at all, he gets it on. Inside the hibachi grill, the chef rizzes up Annie with a beating rice heart. Damn, everyone's flirting with her. The chef, this kid, hell, even this knife can't control itself around her, since it slices right through her neck. Wow, that blade was sharp.
That's
Cut so clean,
so
she don't even
gross.
know she on the count yet. Oh, man, you know that chef is definitely going to prison. All because of a monkey and its drum. King's original story used a classic cymbal-banging monkey, but they couldn't use that for the movie.
I guess he
because
did talk
Disney
about it later.
trademarked the
Oops,
character
sorry.
after it appeared in Toy Story 3. Even though King's story had come out 30 years prior, and the original toy debuted in 1932. Thanks, Disney! The Perkins ended up liking
I
this
do
version
think that's
better,
pretty
since the
stupid.
drum roll could build suspense. The monkey itself was built by, wait, Amazing Ape Productions? You fucking serious? The Vancouver-based effects house also did Nicolas Cage's Longlegs look. Even with a different instrument, they kept the classic toy monkey look, just made it a little more uncanny. Its hands and feet are a bit too realistic, and its teeth is tinted smoker's yellow.
When I saw those nasty black gums on the teeth of the monkey, it was like, oof. We killed it here, guys.
Young Hal and Bill are both played by Christian Convery there, who we just saw as young Victor in Frankenstein. He does such an amazing job playing two different characters. I didn't realize it was the same actor until my second viewing. And
I
I'm not
didn't
the only
either.
one who
I
gets it.
literally was watching the
Yesterday, I
beginning of
referenced
his
the twins. I was like,
of this Deadbeat video, and I fully believed that they were completely different actors. I literally was like, oh, they don't look that much alike. Like, were they the right choice to play twins? They don't even look that much alike. Are you kidding me? It's the same kid.
oh, it'll be nice to see the twins. They're so good in this movie. And then I was like, oh no, wait, they're not twins.
The shots with both brothers together were accomplished by doing multiple takes using stand-ins and green screens, which were then comped together in post-production by various
TV
VFX
magic.
teams. The boys attend Andy's funeral.
I grew up loving Liv and Maddie.
They don't take away too much wisdom from this Joey Richter-type priest, so Lois delves a little deeper into death with them.
It's not if or even how. It's only when. Everybody dies. And that's life.
Yep, so might as well shake it off and dance. Lois is played by Tatiana
Sure.
Maslany, who you may know from She-Hulk, but I know from Orphan Black. Playing clones in that show actually made shooting all this movie's twin scenes a breeze for her. She worked with Perkins.
Oh, sorry, my brain just like went off for a second, so if you saw me staring at his face, I was just thinking about maybe how me and my brother can go to their cheese factory today. I'm like, maybe I'll take my little brother to go do something.
Again as the lead in Keeper, which came out later the same year as The Monkey. Oz, when do you sleep? Hal suspects the
Never.
monkey is responsible for Annie's death. I mean, the thing keeps following him around. Like, it's so obsessed with him. Literally, ew. Playing with his monkey in school gets him hazed by this gang of girl bullies who hopped out of a Gap ad. What the fuck is this? They team up with Bill.
Here,
who looks
guys, sorry. If
unrecognizably
you get
dead.
annoyed at me
Give
turning up
Hal
the
a banana
speed,
bombardment. He rushes home
tell
and tells
me.
the primate percussionist he wants Bill's
it's just
dead.
because
Then he cranks that
no, I'm
monkey
not
going.
gonna do it.
Unlike Uma Thurman,
Here,
the
let's
monkey
hear
doesn't
how it
kill
sounds.
Who gets home in a shirt I definitely wore in the 6th grade. Instead, after a Spiegel shot of the drumstick, it's
Okay,
Lois
it sounds
Lasser,
fine.
Thanks to a completely random aneurysm.
They said chances of it happening were 1 in 44 million. And that's just another way to say, I mean, it has to happen to somebody.
Hale deals with his mother's
True.
death by going Benihana on the monkey, like that chef awaiting trial for manslaughter. Something kind of
That's a very true thing.
The fuck?
The boys enter the
It
care
has
of
to
Aunt Ida
happen
and
to
Uncle Jim,
somebody.
the latter of whom is played by Oz Perkins himself.
It's like when people talk about getting attacked by a shark. Or not really a shark. I don't think sharks are. I mean, sharks are scary, but like they're not that to me. Like I do love sharks. But like anything, like sharks or bees or getting stung by a bee and not knowing you're allergic and dying. They all have to happen to somebody. Because that's why fears like that happen. Like everything has to happen to everything has to happen.
We're gonna do
You
our
know,
very best with you boys.
what can go wrong will
It's just
go
that our
wrong
very best
at
might
some
be
point.
pretty bad.
Haha, sitting there looking like Uncle Elvis. Or wait, no, that's the other Perkins. Oz's brother Elvis, the musician. The original short story only had one protagonist, but Perkins gave him a brother to make it more personal. He wanted to explore the different ways he and his own brother reacted to their parents' deaths. Their father Anthony died from AIDS-related complications in 1992, and their mother Barry Berenson was
I have
killed 9
seen-
years
I
later
love
on 9/11
Psycho.
as a passenger on American
Well, I
Airlines
love
Flight
like
11.
I
At
know
first,
I love what I
that's
know
no
about
personal
Psycho. I've
cause.
seen
But as
the
time went on,
I've
he
seen
realized this was
chunks
just
of
what
the
death is.
movie.
Random, unavoidable,
I need to
and
actually
universal.
watch
That's why
it.
the family tragedy of the monkey appealed to him. James Wan's Atomic
All the way
Monster had
through.
been
I have
developed
watched
with a much
it.
more serious tone, but when Perkins came on, he overhauled the script to match his own perspective on death, regarding it with a more grim sense of humor.
That shower
Remind you that this
scene,
Stephen
though,
King story.
is
Boys are sent to live in Maine,
amazing.
Pasco, Maine, the setting of the short story. It's the birthplace of its locals. They don't make the move alone. The monkey follows them, still kicking despite its earlier dismemberment. Hal tells his brother he thinks the monkey kills people, causing Bill to wonder if their mom died after cranking the key. He decides to test it out to see if it's capable of killing the key turner.
I'm gonna try it. Don't.
Great smash cut there, giving us the end of Uncle Mutton Chip. He was trampled by a stampede during a hunting trip, turning Chip into a sleeping bag of salsa. The boys agree the monkey's too dangerous to keep around and decide to contain it at the bottom of a well. Shit, are you sure I didn't put in a Leprechaun movie? 'Cause this is straight out of the original. Just need a disgusting little shit boy running around. And honestly, Bill's pretty little shitty already. A half hour in, the movie jumps ahead 25 years. Damn, Aunt Ida, how's you still looking so good? She hears a familiar tune and heads into the basement, where the stairs give out to send her face first into fishing hooks. But that's not even what kills her. A whole series of events sends her up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Her gas stove goes off and sets her head on fire. Then things go pure slapstick as
what
Aunt
the-
Ignida stumbles leg first into a flower pot and head first into a for sale sign and a freeze frame. Ida's incineration used a stunt person running around with this halo headband to emulate light from a fire. Then an effects technician ran around the house with a prosthetic head doused in lighter fluid, matching the stunt performer's movement. The shots were composited together by Cosa Effects and their VFX supervisor Tom Roll. At Ida's estate sale, a bad boy named Thrasher finds the monkey amongst her belongings. He buys it on behalf of a mysterious local who's promised big
Wonder
bucks
how
if
he got
he
out
tracks
of
it
the
down.
well.
Thrasher's played by Rowan Campbell, seen on The Kill Count and Halloween Ends and Sabrina Carpenter's Taste music video. His chain-smoking mama, who's
Don't
hot
tell
boxing
us,
her own, is
Popeye.
played by Janet Kidder, who met a watery end back in Bride of Chucky. Hal's now divorced and intentionally estranged from his family, so they won't get killed by the monkey. He has a job at a grocery store, working for a dude who looks like a kid in his dad's suit. He tells him he's got to take time off to see his son.
Wait, you got a kid? Shit, man, that sucks.
Hal's son Petey, named after his dad, only sees Hal once a year. The rest of the time, Petey lives in this radio silence-looking mansion, which is appropriate since his stepdad is Elijah Wood. His mom, and Hal's ex-wife, is played by Laura Minnell, who played the Bound Woman in 13 Ghosts. Stepfather Ted is a leading expert in being dad. Hal was even reading his book earlier. Oh, that's fucking sad. Even worse is that
That's
Ted is
pretty
going to
cool.
legally adopt Petey, so Hal won't be his dad anymore.
feel that parental energy transferred from you to me.
Hal gets one last birthday week with Petey before he's cut out of his life forever, so they head out on a father-son road trip. While staying at the Gremlin Motel, Petey asks about his father's family tree, but Hal doesn't want him barking up there, so he lies and says he's an only child. You can tell his whole life has been defined by death, and he's struggled to make connections because of it. That night he has a Hitchcockian nightmare where a giant King Kong fist goes a bed snatching. It's a fun, creative sequence that ends with Hal on the chimp chopping block, payback for his monkey massacre as a child. He wakes up to a call from a familiar voice.
Well, hello, dumb shit.
It's Bill, who gives a helpful timeline of how little they talk to each other.
I haven't heard from you in, what, 5 years? I haven't seen you in something like 10?
9 and 11, and those are just numbers.
Hey man, numbers are important.
Well, you definitely tell it's the same actor here.
Meaning there's a good chance their furry friend is back in action. Further evidence is when Hal almost gets crushed by an AC unit. It winds up electrifying the motel's pool, and before Hal can stop her, a sexy swimmer dives in, sending her body parts flying everywhere. What the fuck is that like? This splashy kill was achieved by filming a whole bunch of practical elements and then digitally comping them together. First, they shot off some borders filled with fake blood and body parts. Then a dude in a green screen suit chucked additional body parts from a little bridge across the pool.
And we're all standing over here, the film crew's all standing here, freezing our asses off.
Making a movie is so funny. You must have so fun.
And my guys out here,
so much fun.
Tossing body parts.
Then VFX supervisor Edward Douglas added even more blood in post to get the effect Perkins wanted. Perkins actually figured out how much blood was in a human body, then told his team to add 5 to 8 times more. Pretty much all of the monkey's kills were built of practical elements filmed on set or in front of a blue screen, which were then combined and touched up by the VFX teams. For the pawn shop owner's death, 30 feet of fake intestines were pulled out of a dummy. The shot was matched up with footage of the real actor, and some digital enhancements were added to the viscera.
That's
Hal
pretty
bundles
cool.
up Petey and prepares to send him away so he can go to Ida's and track down the monkey alone. But Petey refuses. He knows about the upcoming adoption and would rather spend their last week together. At Ida's house, they meet her realtor Barbara, and Petey finds out his dad lied about not having siblings.
That brother Bill of yours is quite the character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Your brother Bill, I mean.
Yes.
Tess Dagenstein gives one of my favorite performances of the film here. She's so freaking funny.
Oh, not a cherished childhood memory now, was it? Oh, a first little furry friend filled with whimsy and wonder.
It's giving Jan Hooks in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Barbara says that ever since Ida's passing, people have been dying non-stop in town. Casco's the casket capital of the world, and it's all thanks to a bunch of freak accidents. One dude died of a sinister lawnmower accident, blasting blood into his neighbor's face. Why are you so nonchalant, dude? At the very least, it's ruining that beer. Another kill involved an espresso machine? They gotta be fucking kidding me.
He's probably too drunk to care.
Another Leprechaun movie. Because we all saw Michael McDonald's death in part 2. Sure enough, the monkey went full Leppy boy with another dude, steaming his face off into a truly ghastly mess. Finally, a local woman died from a golfing session with a country club cobra.
There aren't any cobras in Maine, I mean, are there?
Well, there was the one.
The Count sadly gets one more to add when Barbara opens a closet door and knocks over a shotgun that absolutely annihilates her. My God, her bits and pieces went flying everywhere.
Okay, guys, I gotta pause this and end this and start again because that's how I do to make it sure that it will save. Because sometimes it won't. And that's how I had to re-record a bunch of times. One of the reasons. Hey guys, let's get this party back started. Oops.
Flying everywhere, even into Hal's mouth. Gross. Also, love the guns don't kill people sign to add to the
I do find that ironic.
Perkins purposefully wanted these deaths to feel sudden and shocking, as a contrast to other horror films like Terrifier, where the kills are much longer and drawn out.
Oh, gross.
He also wanted to keep things silly and over the top, so the tone would stay fun
I like
instead of grisly.
some gore,
The kills are meant to be unrealistic,
but I'm not a
not quite
Terrifier
physically
fan.
possible. He cited the Itchy and Scratchy show as a tonal influence, as well as Death Becomes Her, Gremlins, and An American Werewolf in London. I think that tone works great for the kills, but sometimes the characters react to them a little too goofy for me. Like when the local cheerleaders pep rally around Casco's latest death.
They're bringing the body
Hal gets a call from Bill that makes him realize his brother still lives in town. He uses the phone book with his Unk powers and finds out Bill's acquired the monkey again. He's the one Thrasher picked it up for.
If this is in regards to my ad, I'm happy to report that my quest for finding my beloved toy monkey is over.
The movie's final third kicks off with a villainous voiceover from Bill. He realized as kids, after they dropped the monkey in the well, that Hal had turned the crank that led to their mother's death. He tried to retrieve the weapon of simian destruction, but it was gone, leaving only the key to its heart, or at least to its back. For a long time, Bill saw nothing, but then signs began to appear and tease him. Occasionally, they'd even strip tease him. Jesus Christ. Oh, I think Bill just found his hear me out. To help usher the monkey back into his life, he broke into Ida's house to create this Guy Funeral getup from his kitty clothes. It's ridiculous behavior, but I buy it as believable from Bill. As a kid, he tried to will his mom back to life by screaming at her corpse and believed his funeral suit might have magical powers.
But if I don't take it off, then I won't have to put it back on. So there won't be any more funerals.
Just like Convery as the kid versions, actor
That's
Theo
so
James
sad.
does a great job playing two distinct characters. It's like 2025's other twin horror movie performances. I keep forgetting there's actually just one guy. James thought of Hal as a 1980s beleaguered everyman like Tom Hanks, while Bill was much more unhinged.
And then Bill is, you know, more like me, just like a Sort of a lusty child in a man's body.
Exactly. Since getting the monkey back, Bill's been cranking it every night and day, trying to sick its wrath upon Hal, unsuccessfully and unfortunately for plenty of other folk. Like Hal's boss, Dwayne. Remember Dwayne?
Shit, man, that sucks.
He goes from vape god to sideshow Bob and chokes to death on his cartridge. You know,
Oh my
now
God,
that we have the
that's so
story revealed, I am left wondering about Aunt Ida's death. Thrasher found the monkey after she died, so who turned the key that killed her in the first place? Come on, Perkins, who was phone? Speaking of, Thrasher's back at Bill's house with a business proposition.
Maybe I could give you your 15 bucks back and instead I could just...
You don't call it that.
He's grown attached to the non-toy because I guess it gives him VHS-style memories of his cop father. Bill tells him to fuck off, so Thrasher grabs his old man's old uniform and prepares for battle.
Yo, both shots! You got any extra
Give me a
bullets?
second. Gotta. Oh, of course. Sorry, guys. You'll just have to be okay with that. Okay, there you go.
What caliber?
Great single line delivery from Jeremy Cox, who did second unit photography on this movie and Longlegs. The two Perkins movies share a lot of cast members. Espresso Man Scott Nicholson was arrested Nick Cage. Pawn shop owner Shopin Kareem had a hilarious scene as the hospital director. And the leader of Hal's school bullies is Bea Perkins, Oz's daughter, who was also that annoyed store clerk. Hal calls his brother and begs him to stop trying to kill him. Bill makes a counteroffer. Since the monkey won't kill the person who turns the key, Bill can keep Petey safe by having him crank it until one of the twins is dead. Hal doesn't want to involve Petey, who gets pissy when he finds out his dad never wanted a kid in the first place.
So I was an accident? Is that what you're saying?
Everything is an accident, yes.
But it was only because he didn't want to subject an heir to monkey mayhem. Unlike the elder Petey, Hal's able to communicate this with a heart-to-heart.
But you're not a mistake. I'm so glad you're here with me. You're very precious to me.
The scenes between Hal and Petey work well, since neither character is ever asked to be too over the top. Theo James and Colin O'Brien get to sit in the emotion without having to undermine it with a joke. Their bonding is interrupted by Thrasher, whose sloppy cop act works through the peephole. At gunpoint, he takes them to Bill's place and sends Petey to retrieve his prize.
It's a toy monkey?
Don't call it that.
Petey makes his way inside, narrowly avoiding Bill's Home Alone house renovations. He manages to find his uncle, who convinces him to give his ape addiction a spin. Outside, Thrasher complains about his deadbeat dad. It's deadbeat dads all the way down in this movie. A whole stack of Rey Mysterios. Thrasher and Hal realize they're parked behind a hornet's nest. As the monkey beats to the beat of the drum, oh, what a shame. Thrasher shoots it with his gun. Because of that, Thrasher dies young when he gets 100 cc's of BBs injected directly into his mouth. Insert obligatory joke about how that's gotta sting. Yeah, that's actually nasty as hell, though. Campbell's performance
I did not get
was
this
captured on set by
through the video
VFX
every time I've tried to
along
film
with
it,
their
so I did
CG
not see that
string
one yet.
hornets to interact with his body on the way inside. A real
That's
nasty looking
disgusting.
practical dummy was also utilized. Enraged that Hal is still alive, Bill tries to manhandle the monkey into submission. The roughhousing puts the monkey in rapid fire mode. Holy shit, dude, he's going faster than that possessed skeleton toy. The drum roll causes all of Casco to plunge into catastrophe. I can only count what I see, though, so I'll start with the pilot and co-pilot. We can assume we're on the plane that crashes here. I've learned from my mistake in Wishmaster. The monkey gives us more concrete kills when 3 drum hits send 3 skydivers wedding crashing through the ceiling. It's a good callback. Petey suggested this skydiving company as an activity earlier.
They do weddings.
Hal joins his son inside and goes to kick his
Fun.
brother's ass. In the end, though, you can't really blame him. After all, he did try killing him first. And also, he did kill their mom.
I know how you feel. She was my mom, too. Oh, yeah.
Like most sibling squabbles, the brothers quickly make up, even if Bill can't resist teasing his little bro. Some things
The
never
fact that they
change.
reconnect is
Like,
really funny.
never change.
He's like, oh, you tried to kill me?
Sorry.
But the monkey's still good for one more hit. It triggers a booby trap backfire that takes a little off Bill's top with his mother's bowling ball, fulfilling Hal's childhood revenge fantasy. Petey and Hal have an awkward car ride back to town. They pass more of Bill's victims, like the surfboard businessman and a, holy shit, flaming baby carriage.
I mean, I get that everybody dies, and that's life, but this is like everybody dies, you know, at the same time.
Their tour de mort ends with an appearance from the Pale Rider himself. Because whenever you think you've met this movie where it is, it takes it one step further. The surviving Shelburnes make peace with their metaphor for tragedy and agree to safekeep the monkey. They drive off into the horizon, and the movie ends with a bus-wide cheer capitation of that cheerleader squad from On the Lawn earlier. Just some last-minute kills, courtesy of the last-minute title card. How many heartbeats stopped when the drum beat started? Let's find out and get to the...
I love his fake deaths at the end. They're always so funny.
We counted 30 kills in The Monkey, consisting of 11 men, 16 women, and 3 unknown victims, one of whom was a baby. There's a baby in that pie chart. Hate to see it. This exact count and breakdown hasn't been seen before, but 3 other movies did have 30 kills. With a runtime of 98 minutes,
I never like
The
it when
Monkey
horror
had a kill
movies
on
kill
average
kids. It always makes me so
7
sad.
minutes. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to the Sexy Swimmer. This movie is awash with great kills.
Oh,
and on a different day, I might have picked a different one. But I'll go with this one for now, partly because of Hal's reaction. What the fuck is that a leg? Dolph Machete for Lama's kill.
What the fuck is that a leg?
Still pretty bloody, but it feels like The Monkey kind of phoned this one in. And that's it. The Monkey came out in 2025 and made over $66 million on a budget of only 11. I didn't realize it was that successful. Next week, we're peeking at more Perkins with Psycho 3. But until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
Psycho 2 saw Norman Bates
Okay,
tormented
here's
by
where
blasts
we're
from
gonna-
the past and other mothers.
Here, we're gonna end it here. Yeah, I might do another video where I tell you guys how I felt about the short story of The Monkey and the movie. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend, because this is going to come out next Friday from where I'm filming. I already have a video filmed for this Friday. Maybe every Friday, maybe every other Friday. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go, guys. Again, I haven't had that much time to film, but I had time today. And I have time tomorrow. And I have time the next day, because I got a couple days off of work. And all I have is school. So, I love you guys. I will post some more videos soon. And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, because this will drop on a Friday. Bye, guys.